a real Indian. African Americans here, but they recently moved here from places like Kenya, Ethiopia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Zaire. But not a brother whose family's lived in this country for generations, occupying space in all the locations, New York, Miami, LA, Detroit, Chicago, even if he's wearing a dashiki and sporting an afro. And if you go to Africa in search of your race, you'll find out quick, you're not an African American. You're just a black American in Africa taking up space. Why you keep trying to attach yourself to a continent where even if you got the chance to go and you went, most people that wouldn't even claim you as one of them.
And we are not Africans. We are not African. Are you an African, baby? I'm not no African.
So, clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost a stepping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping.
Sending emojis, I'm blowing a pack of that OG. Don't be acting like you know me. And if you did, that's the old me. Winter time, rock a cold fleece. Pocket fat, that's obese. Only talking money if it's increased. She give me brain, girl, no teeth. I touch down, bust down. She busted open for a real nigga. Stay Tommy'd up, trying to build it up, trying to count it up, hill figures. Don't be chillin' with no little niggas. And if I do, I be real with them. Chase a dream, that's a meal ticket. ISO gang, yeah, they still with us. I put it in motion, they got me steady. Thoughts on my mind, it's weighing heavy. Watch how I shine, tell them I'm ready. I'm hitting my stride, let's get to the fetty. I was just sitting back watching them fold. Racks on me now, yeah, it's looking swole. I hold it down and I got my own. Keeping it grown, we bad to the bone. Yeah, flying flashy, ayy, ayy. We too fancy, ayy, ayy. Can't walk past me, ayy, ayy. Right up your alley, wait. I gotta play it safe. Watch me isolate, watch me isolate, ayy. Watch me isolate. Whoa. Clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost a stepping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Then they put you on trial. I was just a young child. Gave you 25 to life, all these years gone by. And you never asked why. All you did was pray to God, all you did was wait your time. Now you about to come home, and I'm about to have a child. It's gonna be worthwhile. It's gonna be worthwhile. Remember nights I cried, now we at the finish line. You was only 21 with a son on the run, no. You was living in the jungle. Got charged for a murder and some weed and a gun, no. You was moving like Rumbo. Did your time like a champ, never rumble. You was on the wrong path, you was young, though. You ain't never let it break you, stay humble. We see the light at the end of the tunnel. I see the fire and the pain in my mama's eyes. I was just a little boy, I always wondered why. Cause you couldn't help raise me by your side. I was taught to speak the truth and never tell a lie. But I know you wasn't capable of homicide. You was just a real nigga, always down to ride. I thank God that he gave you a second time. You got caught up in the field, but you still alive. For the fam, yeah, I know you never jeopardized. All the time that you did it only made you wise. Collect call 30 seconds, yeah, I love you. Learned a lot of life lessons from my uncles. This a letter to my pops up top, and it's still fuck cops. I don't eat pork chops, no. ISO, we got the city on lock, it's going down, young jock, yeah. Then they put you on trial. I was just a young child. Gave you 25 to life, all these years gone by. And you never asked why. All you did was pray to God, all you did was wait your time. Now you about to come home, and I'm about to have a child. It's gonna be worthwhile. It's gonna be worthwhile. Remember nights I cried, now we at the finish line.
All these trials, tribulation,
Trials we be facing, times we was waiting. Now we at the finish line. Now we at the finish line. Damn near fell, got the call on my cell that my pops got robbed and he got shot up. I was working at SP, that was in KP. I was focused on making me $1. His business got lost, his life almost cost. I was in the parking lot thinking about my grandma. He got sent home back to Trinity, had to make a way up, and some youngins tried to take it off from him. I remember days right before I graduate, had to go to Jersey. It was visits in the state pen. On the other side of the glass, yeah, things moving fast at the time. Now I really couldn't face him. I ain't understand till my mom sat me down like a man. And that day, yeah, it changed me forever. I wanted revenge, but I'ma get it when I make it out. And I put him in that Miami weather. Convos on the WhatsApp got me moving real tight. Cause you never turn your back even when it got spooky. Know for a fact you ain't cut me no slack. You would rewind time, yeah, like it was a movie. But it's real life and we gotta look ahead. Glad you alive, I don't gotta say you dead. Only the strong survive, it's a reason.
Long live Ag.
Yeah.
Like so.
These are my memoirs. Light up a cigar, smoke up the memories as I sit and dust them off. Why do people say it's just to piss you off? Ignore them, no call button and then dress too par. Now they can't test the guards, had to defy the odds. It only get tougher back then, we thought times was hard. Told them don't write me off, told them don't type at all. To all the ones that gave up, this a reply to y'all. That wavy haired kid that you knew, been on a tear since. The crowds was lower than the laughter now that I'm hearing. The praise for staying committed to something they played with. It was always about us, it's never about who's your favorite. Took my insecurities and made my future more secure. The way we moving, it's like we really been here before. The proof is in the progress from the year before. Furthermore, we wanted to further things more. They took another route, so what you think we...
Hey, smash that like button, y'all. Howdy doody. All right, I had to get off Chief Bill. I had to do my own. Hi, Darius. Let's see who else we got there. Big Dog. Lies Unplugged. Miko. Oh, hi, Kid Grebo. Africans will come around. X1's Green Ranger. William Robinson. Hey, now. Hey, y'all. Wow, who we got up in here? 357 frequency. Everybody watching. So, I wanted to get into, something that's just like completely troubling. I mean, like the topic says today. Give y'all a mic check. Like the topic says. Mic check. I hope this thing works right. Oh, yeah, it does. Can I get a 1 if I sound all right, y'all? Okay. I sound all right? Oh, good. All right. So let's go, y'all. I ain't gonna wait no more. Smash the like button. So my thing is truly primary source. A newspaper is a primary source. And that's a fact. Let's just read. Let's just go there really quick. A newspaper article is generally a primary source. However, this is only true for newspaper articles that are used for historical research. This is because newspaper articles written about a specific event immediately after its occurrence can be viewed as a primary source. When these articles are written in the time that the individual speaks, and the newspapers are controlled by the government and states, and that's a fact. You can't just write stuff in a newspaper and not be sued. So when they're writing these newspapers back in those days, let's go there. It's definitely a primary source. And this shit is real. You can't make this shit up. I can't, for the life of me, I'm not going to yank the truth into people. I'm not going to shake it in them. I'm not. I can't function without providing proof. I can't lecture without providing some sort of primary resource. I can't. Because then my lecture is just totally invalid. When I'm presenting government documents on our history and sources, it's literally what this government did. And, you know, when people see the absolute truth, it is what it is. The government can't deny something they literally did when it comes from their records. Now, we can say this: did the current government do what happened back in the 1800s? Hell no. Hell no. But they kept their prior government's records. And I'm not blaming what happened to our ancestors on current government, but I'm holding the current government to fix and rectify the problem. That's what I'm doing. I'm not saying that this current government did this shit back to us in the 18 and 1700s. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying fix the problem that your former government did. Here's the proof. You can't deny it because I got this information from your records, your government records. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying rectify the problem, fix it. Black, African American, people who are associated or are descendants of people from the African continents. That's not me. That's what I'm telling this government. Yo, my ancestors were here prior to your ancestors getting here. And you can't come in this landmass and say, oh, she's brown skinned, so she's definitely from the continent of Africa. No, you're not going to do that to me. And because you did, I want you to stop and I want you to fix it. Just because my skin's brown and I have features like brown people in Europe, brown people in Africa, don't mean we're from the same bloodline. I know who both my parents are. I know who both my grandparents are. I know who both my great-great-grandparents are. I know who both my great-great-great-grandparents are. And I know who both my great-great-great-parents are. And guess what? That they were here at a time your ancestors weren't. That's a fact. This is what I have to show the government, which is to be true. I can prove not only that my ancestors were here in the 1700s, but I can also prove that yours wasn't. So if you want to go that route, we can. I don't have a problem doing that. Seriously. I can continue to be nice and say, well, back in 1700s, this is what my family was doing here. I can also say there's no slave ship with any of them coming off of a slave ship from Africa. I can prove that. You coming here way after me don't have files of my ancestors ever coming off a slave ship. You don't have it. I can also prove that my ancestors, my great grandpas and dads, registered through the draft as Negroes. And I could prove that because I have your military records on my ancestors that they registered as Negroes, because I can prove that they weren't allowed to say who they were in your militia. I can prove that you made them register as colored troops. Mhm. I can also prove that you shortened the name from the copper colored races that were here found by your ancestors. I can prove that because I have my military records of my grandparent registering as colored troops who never came from Africa. If indeed my ancestors was a colored troop, it asks you what your race is on the registration card. It never stated African. Not my ancestors, ever. No history of African ancestry. I am not taking a blood test because I don't need to. You're the foreigner, not me. You're the individual with the foreign lineage, not me. I'm not taking a blood test because, number one, I'm the aboriginal to this landmass. I don't have to do that. Seriously. No, I'm not taking your test so you can say, hey, we found people with your blood over in this part. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving you that power. No, you know I was here before you. So why even, we don't even have to fight, right? That's a fact, Jack. In the 1700s, I'm here in this soil. You're not. So how dare you tell me I am? Your prior records on my family history never stated that I came here on a slave ship, nor does it state that I'm a slave. I don't have a history of family slavery. I have a history of my family on farmlands in the South. I have a history of my family being forced off of their farmlands. That's what I have. They're your records, not mine. They're official documents that you have, and I was able to request under the Freedom of Information Act. So we don't even need to argue. Let's just rectify it. That's all I'm asking this government to do. Back many days ago, we were threatened. If we said who we were forced to say we were races other than who we truly were. That's a fact. That's a common practice here in the North where my family ended up. So there's precedent decisions that were made of what happened to the Pequots, because the same thing happened to them, happened to me. That's a fact. Yeah. So all I'm asking this government to do, I'm not raging war. It's just rectify things. That's it. So, and we all seen this news article before, and there's more. I just don't want to show them. And I'm not going to. You have to be very careful. People don't like to see the truth. It angers them. It puts them in great anger when they see the truth. That's not my problem. Now, do I hate Africans? No. I have no reason to hate them. But I literally do not know Africans from that continent. I don't. I'm not being arrogant. I'm being very serious. They have not been a part of my community. Seriously. I know white people. How about that? Where I am. So let's share it. Let's talk about this document. Or do I want to look this up? Yeah, I actually do. So, where's my little wonderful document? I thought it was here. I thought I had this up, you guys. I'm pissed. I do have it up. Oh, no. Okay, I don't need that. I don't need that. Where's my beautiful document? I had it up. It's probably down here, as usual. Oh, yep, there it is. All right, so let me do a share screen, honey buns. I hate when this happens. Sheesh. You know, all right, so I'm going to have to go here. Yep, here it is. Let me know if you guys can see this. Let me know if you can see it. Ah! Oh, good. You can see it. All right. Hey, what's going on here? Wait a minute. What is this crap? Wait a minute. That's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. Let's see. Is it here? All right. Now that was kind of funky. Oh, I hate when this happens. All right. Now I got to do this shit all over again. I can't stand this. All right. Let me try it again. Now I got to pull the damn thing up again. I'm so disgusted. I had it written out so nice. Jeez. I'm pissed. Because now I got to go back and get it. And it takes so long to get it. All right. That's not it. Oh. I'm sorry, you guys. I got to go back and get the document that I came in here to do today. It's a pain in the ass. All right. Copy. All right. Let me make that little. It is taking me some time. Okay. I can do this. I can put this here. Paste. I'm doing all the copy and paste stuff. All right. Here we go. Got it up. All right. Now. And I know we read this already, but it's just so important. All right. Here we go. Well, let's get back to you guys. Present. All right, here we go, Hans. Sorry about that again. Now I'm breaking this down. People don't like this, and it's just too damn bad. They don't like it. So here we go. I'm gonna break it down word for word. The citizens. All right. Now these are the citizens of the 5 tribes. Watch with a jealous eye each movement of the United States or its agents. So you got a group of people that's citizens and the 5 tribes that are angry with the United States Corporation. A serious difficulty was met in the answer to, are you an Indian? Under the laws now, under the laws of the 5 tribes, a person, white in color and features too, is frequently an Indian by remote degree of blood or adoption. All right, let me stop there for a minute. Let me stop there for 1 second. So this clearly is telling you that white people, white features, they Indians by remote degree of blood. Remote degree. Does anybody even know what that means? Remote degree of blood. All right. Let's go. Remote. Ain't no 1-drop rule was going down at the time of this newspaper. No 1-drop rule. That's Walter Plecker in 1924. This article is old as hell. This was before Walter Plecker was even thought of. Remote. Distance and place, not near, as a remote country or remote people. Distance and times, past or future, as remote antiquity. Every man is apt to think the time of this dissolution to be remote, distant, not immediate. It's not all remote and even apparent good that affects us. Distant, primary, not proximate, as the remote cause of disease. Alien, foreign, not agreeing with. As a proposition, remote from reason. Distant, not immediate. Distant and consanguinity or affinity as a remote kinsman. All right. I think we get the picture. Meaning, they had an ancestor that was an Indian. They claim to have an Indian ancestor. A lot of these tribes, all you need, 1/16. If you had one Indian on your family tree, that made you an Indian by tribal law or adoption. A tribe could adopt you, but just because they adopt you don't mean you're Indian, you're adopted. Just like when you have adopted parents, that don't mean that they're your bloodline parents. Listen, nothing wrong. A lot of people are adopted, but lineage-wise, blood-wise, United States Constitution says if you adopt a child, that's your child with your last name by law. So by remote, not immediate, remote. Immediate is your immediate by immediate. Immediate means your direct mom and dad. Makes you Indian. Remote is further back. All right, we're there. Let's go. Get back to our little document. I believe this is it. All right. Under the laws of the 5 tribes, a person white in color and features is frequently an Indian by remote degree of blood, meaning you got a relative somewhere on your damn tree that's an Indian, or by adoption. And during this time, may I say, and remind you, this is in 1895, way before Walter Plecker came into play. Let's see. Walter Plecker's ass is in 1924. 1924. Do the math, minus 1895. This is damn near 30 years before Walter Plecker was even thought of. All right. There, and then we get into, here we go. There are many whites claiming to be Indians whose claims have not yet been acted on by the nations. All right. So here's what you need to know. I have great reading and comprehension. But here's what you need to know. Negroes, if you're coming on Indian land, if you're coming to visit on Indian land, and that's a fact, Negroes are frequently met. This is what they're telling you. You're bumping into a Negro when you come on Indian land. That's what frequently means. You're going to bump into a Negro when you walk on Indian land. That's what frequently met means. Negroes are frequently met who speak nothing and nothing but Indian languages and are Indians by tribal law and custom. That's deep. Hang on. Negroes are Indians by tribal law and customs. If I'm in a tribe and you frequently meet Negroes when you walk up and step up on Indian land, you're frequently met by a Negro. Their tribal laws tell you who the Indian is. Don't get me to preaching Sabbath service. They're Indians by tribal law and custom. Yo. Tribal law is telling you who the Indian is and how you're the Indian. You the Indian, Negro. Your customs. Tribal law says you're the Indian. But when you get to the whites, you're the Indian, but by a remote degree. Let's not play games. Tribal law tells you who the Indian is. Negroes are Indians by tribal law. The tribal law already telling you who the Indian is. It's the Negro. (1895). 1895. Tribal law said Negroes are Indians. Still are. Who's the Indian up in here? Yo, who the Indian up in here? Negroes. Not by remote degree of blood. It is the Negro. You the Indian. By law, you're the Indian. That's it. Why is it by not remote blood? Because you're the Indian. No remote blood. By law, you're the Indian. You're the Indian. Tribal law says the Negro is the Indian. That's it. What else do you need to understand who the Indian is? What else do you need? They ain't mention no blood or nothing. Just Negroes. Y'all the damn Indians. That's the law. Who you think was making the laws? What else do you need? What are you looking for? Yo, if I got a question. If the Negro is the Indian by tribal law on tribal land, who are the Negroes that decided not to live on the land? I don't want to live on the reservation. I don't care if you live on a reservation or not. You're still a Negro. Who's the Negro off the reservation? When the Negroes walk off the reservation and you want to go and do some shit somewhere else and not live on the reservation, when you leave the reservation, does that still mean you an Indian? Yo, answer this question. If the Iroquois didn't want to live on the reservation and they just decided to live in the urban areas rather than on the reservation, does that make them not Indians? The shit is right in our face. The joke is on everybody else, especially when you got government primary sources and the tribes stating this shit and the newspaper. Let me let that sink in while I take a nice little ladies break. I'll be right back so we can get back in it. I'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah. Conscious. Matic. Alright, so far away I come from. I sit and wonder about the times that it made sense. But nowadays I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around and keep you stagnant, distraction. So yeah, don't show them no compassion. We was really out here grinding, really rapping, stacking them Franklins, them Grants and them Jacksons. Imagine if we would've never chased our passion. We probably would've never knew what happened. They was all just talk, we showed action. Once they leave, don't you let them back in. Just pack up all their stuff and send them packing. I'm blacking on anybody thinking they could act up with me. This vibe ain't for free, cause where I'm at in life, I'm only focused on me. Note the self, know yourself, focus on your health. They don't wanna help, then fuck it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then it's no one else. Yeah. Self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love.
All right, y'all. Thanks. I know I'm sitting back here drinking so much water. So, by law and custom, tribal law and custom, the Negro is the Indian. Blood, quantum, not included. You're the Indian. You're Indian. By law and custom. Why did they mention blood quantum? You didn't need to, because you're the Indian. By law, by their law, you're the Indian. By the 5 tribes law, you're the Indian. The Negro is the Indian. By the 5 tribes law, people with white features are Indian by remote. Meaning you had somebody in your family that was an Indian. And they always acknowledge you and recognize you. That's how we are. Yeah, you can put it on the table, sweetie pie, kitchen table. You know, Walter Plecker in 1924, 30 years later, he knew of this law from previous times. He couldn't stand the Indians. He couldn't stand the Indians. So that Negro, I can't even call him no Negro. Walter Plecker. He don't deserve that compliment. 30 years later, you know, the tribes automatically recognized you. If you were white and you had a Negro ancestor, you were Indian. By remote degree of blood and by adoption. Facts. Walter Plecker knew this. He saw the records, how the Indians operated when it came to white people and how we acknowledge them. They're our blood. They're our family. So now he comes along in 1924, 30 years later. One drop rule. It's a lot of you whites running around claiming to be Indians. You're all colored if you have one ancestor of Negro blood. You're colored just like them. You're not purely white if you have one ancestor. That's a Negro. He was very cruel. He didn't give people, white people, or people who had more of their white European features, an option. He took that option away from them. No, I know you. You got a nigga nanny. And you're running around here trying to claim to be white. I know your grandma. You're colored. That's what Walter Plecker did to Negroes, to people who came out, who had a one Negro ancestor, and he knew about it. And they came out with more of their white features. He hated Indians so bad. He hated Negroes so bad that if a white person had one ancestor pass, he didn't give a damn how far back it was. He said, "You're not pure white. You're colored." That was cruel. In 1924. So the tribes, the 5 tribes, already said, yo, y'all the Indian. By law, you Negroes, you're the Indian. We know that. We running them, we are, because we are who we are. Now, let's check this out. Let's just look at this. All right, let's do a share screen. Now, something happened. You know the Negro was the Indian. So now, and we acknowledged white people when we were over our tribes, when they had an ancestor that was, one of us. These folks somehow became the Indians, and the niggas is not. They're Indians by a remote degree of blood. The Negro are Indians by tribal law and custom. Blood quantum not needed because you're the Indian. By our law, you are the Indian. There's a difference, a huge difference on the determination of who the Indian is. One's by law because that's who's making the laws. The Negro. You're Indian. But white people, they're Indian by remote degree of blood. We didn't have to give blood quantums. It was clearly understood who the full-blood Indian was, and it was the Negro. There was no other racial classification of people that you could be mixed with and say you're the Indian. It had to be the Negro, the colored. You had to have one of those. And why is it when the census takers came around in the community, they needed to take 2 or 3 Negroes with them so that they could communicate with the other Indians? We gonna read that. They had to, because we're the only ones that spoke the Indian languages. So they needed an interpreter that spoke Indian languages that can interpret it to them. We were so bad, we spoke languages. It was our language. We didn't speak nothing but Indian languages. Why, in this article, didn't they write, well, the Negroes spoke nothing but Indians and African language? Because we weren't Africans. We were Indians that spoke Indian languages, and we spoke all of them. We understood all the Indian languages because that's all we spoke. We didn't speak, it didn't say we speak African languages. They did not even associate us with Africa. Let's go there. Nothing in this article associates us with Africa. We spoke Indian languages. It didn't say African languages. Negroes are frequently, every time you go there, you're going to see a nigger. That means frequently. Anytime you go there, you're going to see a Negro because they're frequently met when you walk up on the land. Yo, what up? What you want? Who spoke? Nothing. Nothing means nothing but Indian languages. And are Indians by tribal law and custom. Yeah. Facts. Tribal law. Look it up. At this point, they're only talking about Negroes and white people in this article and their position in the tribe. Negroes and white people. Nobody else. And these 5 civilized tribes. They're only talking about white people and Negroes. Can you please give me a 1 if you understand that? They're not talking about anybody else but white people and Negroes in this article. No other race of people. Negroes mean darker skin. That's all that means. And white people, that's it. Negroes and whites. When it comes to Indians, that's all they're talking about. They're not talking about Negroes and Chinese people. They're not talking about Negroes and Vietnamese people. They're not talking about Negroes and no other people. In this article, they're only talking about 2 specific people. White people and Negroes. They're saying the Negro is the Indian by law and custom. But white people, you're the Indian by a remote degree of blood. You're, somewhere down the line, you got a Negro ancestor, and we remember her when she was alive. Yes, and we shall acknowledge you too. Give me a 1. I want to make sure you understand this shit to your soul. Give me fire so I can make sure you understand this to your soul. Please, I need to see the fire. I need to know you understand this. Fire, please. They're not talking about Mexicans in this article. They're not talking about Dominicans. They're not talking about no other race but Negroes and white people in this article, and how their position when it becomes as it stands to who the Indian is. Good. And there are others who call themselves Indians who have not yet been acknowledged by the tribes. The difficulties surrounding the taking of this census were augmented by the fact that in enrolling the Indians, it frequently occurred that it was necessary to equip 2 and sometimes 3 interpreters to accompany the enumerators to converse with Indians in the same locality. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm done. The paper speak for itself. Yo, we the Aboriginals. These foreigners have been trying to get us to go to Africa because they want our fucking land. They want us out of our own land. What troubles me is how come they won't go back to where they originally came from? That's what I don't fucking understand. If you came from Europe, if you're Irish, how come you won't go back to Ireland? If you're Italian, how come you won't go back to Italy? Why come over here and tell us, hey, why don't you go to Africa? No. Why don't you go back to Italy? Why don't you go back to France? Why don't you go back to Germany? Why don't you go back to where you came from? You come over here and tell us, let's find them their own land. Oh, find us our own land because you took over ours? You're going to come here and tell the Indians where they should go. How about you leave? Why don't you contact, what is his name? Putin and the other dude, Zelensky. Why don't you, Zelensky? Why don't you contact them and say, hey, we're really considering coming back home? Why don't you do that? Why? The Queen's dead now. Why don't you call her back? Call him up. Call up homeboy. Charles. Say, yo, Charles, you know, we've been over here a long time. Y'all kicked us out. We were stanky, funky, and hot. Well, we're going to come back. Why don't you do that? Have you ever even thought that if you go back home to where your lineage come from, America will be great again? Nobody thought about that in the presidency election. That's a good idea. All the people that are foreigners in this Congress, that's the best idea ever. If you go back to France, Italy, Germany, England, America will be great again. When I was looking at Zelensky kicking all them people out, or Putin, whoever kicked all them people out of Ukraine, they was leaving some nice ass condos behind. They empty now. Why don't y'all go back? Go there. Y'all don't even hold that conversation in the general in Congress. What's up with that? All the full-blooded Spain people from Spain, full-blooded from Spain, where all their lineage says they're Spain. How come y'all want to go back to Spain? Do y'all know if all of y'all left, America would be great again? It's not great when you're holding the land from the original people. That's not great. I mean, has anybody ever had that conversation in Congress? Times have changed. So I would say go back to where you came from. I don't think it's a bad idea. So, let's see. I wanted to. So now about all our lands. What they did once they took the lands, along with the help with our own people, our own chiefs. Let's go there. All right, let's go there. All right, I got to do a share screen. Let's get it, y'all. Let's talk about how they changed our Indian lands into voting districts when they surveyed the land in Georgia. Let's go there. Shit is real. Very real. All right, where are you guys? Here we go. Let's go there. We did this before, but this just reiterates everything. Why is this showing up over here? I don't want that to show up. Hey, get out of here. Let's just do this one. What's going on here? I don't like this. All right, here we go. That's better. Let's move this out of the way. It didn't switch yet. All right, now I'm gonna do this shit again. This really irritates my last nerve. It really does. For real, for real. All right, let's do this again. There we go. All right, here we go, loves. From the beginning. Why do this shit still keep showing? I can't stand it. I can't. I really can't. From the beginning. All right. I don't care about that. All right. I don't know why it's showing like that, but it's gonna do it. Oh God, that sounds horrible. Thundering lightning. So, the history of Indian Georgia. Militia districts still in use today. Georgia Territory Province divided shit is real, man. Georgia Territory Province divided out districts from 1733 to 1879. The idea of having militia districts was to form a buffer between the Spanish settlements to the south and the British colonies to the north. There was always a rumor of war with the nations, but also the Indians, bandits. If you look up bandits, that's gangsters, thieves, robbers, and crooks. Pirates and France. After the Revolutionary War, the division of the Georgia Territory that once expanded to the Mississippi involved Georgia doing a survey of all the Indian territories of the Creeks and the Cherokees. Those counties already in existence added more counties in the Indian lands. Georgia militia districts, that's what GMD stands for, were formed in each of the county. There was an elected captain for each district who enrolled the able-bodied armed males between the ages of 16 and 50 within his district. Muster days were originally intended for military drilling, but eventually evolved to little more than social events. The intent was to protect the residents against invasions of wild animals or wild Indians. Yo. It was a good way to meet neighbors and keep up with the latest information about their district. So the intent for the militia districts was to protect the residents against invasions of wild animals or wild Indians. Yo, they wanted to be protected from Pookie and Ray Ray. Because they are going to rob us. Let's go. As new counties were developed in the state, they were divided out into militia districts. In 1804, the militia district was assigned a number, and these numbers remain in use today as voter districts. Listen now. I'm going to read that again. Because, see, they surveyed all the land and divided them up in militia districts. Right? In 1804, the militia district was assigned a number, and these numbers remain in use today as voter districts. The smaller number, the earlier the district was formed. Census records usually indicate what militia district is involved as to where these families lived. Yo, Listen, these districts. All right, hold up. I got to stop this damn share screen for a minute. Wait a minute, Bubba Skillet. Wait a minute, y'all beautiful people. Listen to me. In Georgia, you seen it. They surveyed all the Indian and Creek land in Georgia. They surveyed all the land and put a militia district in each of the different territories. And, this is after the Revolutionary War. And they had men from the age of 16, 24, 50 to 50 sign up to be those militiamen to protect the area. Now, wait a minute now. We knowing that all you got to do, you Georgians, is know what Creek or Cherokee lived in those districts when they divided them up and made them militia districts and assigned those districts numbers. What Cherokee or Creek lived in that particular district in 1804. Because in 1804, each militia district was assigned a number. Okay, what families? Wait a minute, listen. In 1804, each militia district was assigned a number, and these numbers remain in use today. They do. They're their voting districts from way back when they first assigned them. The smaller number means that the earlier district was formed. Remember what I told you about census records, right? Census records usually indicate what militia district is involved as to where these families lived. All you got to do is know what was there a creek. Oh, let's just pull it up. Let's go there. Let me go get it. I got to go back and get it. There we go. All right, y'all. Let's go back there. Share the screen. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, God. Where are you? Where art thou? Oh, there you are. All right. So, listen. Why it's not doing this? I can't stand this damn thing. All right. So, here we go. This is the result of the surveyed land. The land that was surveyed. Cherokee County, North Carolina. Here's the damn map from back then. If your family lived in that territory, you was a damn Cherokee Indian. And then they got the district for the Creeks. Same thing. This information is in your face. It tells you. We went through what they did. We already done went through it. They surveyed it all the land and changed them into voting districts. They put militia units over there. Told all the niggas, in the community, whether even, y'all gonna be militia. Y'all gonna protect the area. Y'all gonna protect the people in the districts from wild ass animals and wild ass Indians. Today they're called police stations. Come on, y'all. It's not hard to find out what Indian your family was. You would not live in that surveyed land prior to even it being surveyed as an Indian if your family wasn't the Indian. Georgia laid it out for you. Very easy. That's the district map you go to. Oh, damn, we Creeks. Oh, damn, we Cherokee. Yep. Daddy and mama, this is where we was. That's it. That's the end of it. I'm like so done. When I have information like this, you guys, there's no need for me to debate. Why? Why would I debate? That information, that's municipality information. That's primary source. It's their damn map. If I got that, why do I need to argue with other people that look like us saying they're Africans? When I got that kind of information, why do I need it? I don't need to fight other civilized tribes. I don't need to do that. Your law said that I was the Indian. Yet you're there, white guy, and saying, nope, you're not coming back in, Negro. You're Negro Indian. Nope, you're not coming back. No. I'm the chief. You're not coming back, Negro. No. That's what you did for. What? I ain't got to wait around for that. If I'm the Indian, I'm the Aboriginal. I can do what the hell, like Chief Island ain't say. We can do what the hell we want on our land. That's true. But Georgia made it so simple for you. In fact, that's what all the states did. They took all the Indian land and divided up into voting districts, yo, to keep the peace. And they set up militia districts in each of those counties, territories. They set them up and said, all right, we're going to train you to be militia so you can protect your area, your land. As a police officer, if you go around in all the states or you see police, each municipality has a police station. That's the same fucking thing from back, way, way, way back. Go look it up. We're going to put militia district. That's why them little snakes, the black snakes, a.k.a. Iroquois, they was doing all this shit. Snakes, black snakes. They did the same thing down south. Where you see a voting districts, it was all Indian territories. They divided them up into districts. The Indians that didn't want to live like this, they sent their ass to Oklahoma. The other ones stayed. They still in their voting districts. They got pushed off later eventually. That shit only happened in the South, yo. Real bad. Nothing but Indian languages. You go up on there now, they still talking the same shit. They ain't talking about no cool matata. Just don't worry. They speaking English. They're white folks. Come on. They ain't talking, even on the reservation now. They ain't saying ooga booga. Nuh-uh. They ain't saying Ku Matata either. You Negroes. You're the Indian by tribal law and custom. That's a fact, Jack. So, I don't even need to go in deep with this. Just know them districts is divided. That's what they did with the Indian land. Did that in all the states. They surveyed all the damn Indian land and divided them up into voting districts. That's how you vote your town council in. For this district, okay, you're going to vote this town council in. These are the district, here are people in this district that are going to vote for their town council. They changed every damn thing. You just got to put two and two together. It's easy for me. I've been in the game long time. I just wasn't knowledge to this until I came into the YouTube community. Now I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, I be goddamn. I'm working in what district? This is a Democratic district. But what Indians lived here? Let me see. Oh, you took this land from the Pequots or the Pecusses. They made you forget about what it used to be. Shit is still there. Name change. Indian lands became voting districts, areas, territories off, and became municipalities. Went from being Indian territory to municipalities. All right, in this municipality, aka former Indian territory, we're going to put up a militia district here. Here's the number. The police station goes here. The militia district. Today they're called police stations. Police station have numbers in the area. They know their boundaries. You can't leave one municipality and go in the municipality and arrest somebody because you ain't from that municipality. Get back, wild Indian. So I'm going to open up the panel. I've been on rolling for an hour and a half. You know, the Negros didn't speak nothing but Indian languages. And you know that after the Revolutionary War, they surveyed all the damn lands and divided them up into voting districts. Facts. Dirty house of lies. Yes, sis. That's what it is. That's a fact. You know, this shit is, it's probably not easy for somebody else because a lot of our people were not into politics or running around with them damn Democrats and Republicans. But I see this shit. I'm like, wait a minute. I've been doing this shit all this time. I'm working and making calls to get this dude voted in to as mayor in this district. They want me to call all the numbers in this district. And my dumb ass, I ain't know it was an Indian district. Well, what? And then now I do. Thanks to coming into YouTube. I can make sense of what was formerly here. So it's easy. They just don't want you to know it. And people like me, when we show you this, what do we do? Hold the information from you? It's right there in our nose. Like I tell you, their map from their site, from their municipality, shows the surveyed land that used to be the Indians' land. What Indian used to live there? Cherokee. Creeks. Damn. My family was in Creek territory. So we're Creeks. You're damn right you are. You are a Creek. You're a Creek that did not go to Oklahoma. Yes, you are. They assigned your old territory, they gave it a district number, and they put up a fucking militia. It became a militia district to safeguard the people in that district. Now you're being protected by the militia from wild animals and wild Indians. We got a long strip in Connecticut and Hartford. It's called Albany Avenue. A number of wild Indians hang out there. Just like in Chicago, wild Indians. Wild Indians. Wild Indians in all the cities. New York, Chicago, every major city from the north to the south to the Midwest to the west. Wild Indians. Crenshaw, what is it? Crenshaw, whatever. Wild Indians. Those militia districts are up in their municipalities to protect you from, at this point, wild Indians. Today we call them hood niggas, thieves, robbers, gangsters. Call them all that shit. So I'm going to play a song and wait. Put the link in the chat. Anybody want to talk about this, we could vibe on it. And let's vibe right, all right? Let's vibe right. I'm showing you government documents. You paying boo-boos, y'all could just stay back because y'all don't present no evidence. Not no real government evidence. And if it's made up, I don't know. Don't play with me. I'm a government employee, and I know when shit is made up. And I'll hit you at the back of your kneecaps. So, let me copy this link. I'll put it in here in the chat. Paste. Then I'm going to clip it to the board. Let me get over here. Clip this stuff. Put it right up there. All right. I'm going to play one song. If I'm not here, get back over here. If I'm not here, just give me a minute while I take my little break. All right. Y'all loves. All right, here we go. Be right back, y'all.
Time's been moving slowly, so we already in too deep. Can't get no sleep on each other, heavy teasing all day, and when the sun sets, you asking me to come through, kick it with you. Night turning to morning dew, then you let's face it, baby, you know all the places, my places, your place, my place, your place, my place, just face it, no one knows my places like you do, your places like I do.
All right, y'all. So nobody don't have no questions. Nobody don't have no issues. The link is pinned to the top. Hey, Dre. Hey, Dre, step up to the panel for a minute so I can congratulate you. Hit the link, Dre. I love his music, y'all. I did speak today. I had the honor of speaking with Michi X today. So she's going to come over and let me interview her. She said, sure. So I do want to interview her. I'm so excited about it. I do. But I could tell you this. I'm not going to allow anybody to come up here and disrespect her at all. If she wants people to come up and ask her questions, I'll let you. But if she says no, I'm going to respect her and say no. I think I'm going to ask her a lot of questions, that I want to ask her, and I think it'll cover a lot of questions that you may have. But I'm not allowing no disrespect because I want people to feel comfortable to come to my channel. I don't care, how you worship or how, what you choose or who you choose to identify as. I don't want people to shun away. So this is why I am the way I am on my panel, because I don't want nobody being disrespected. And if I come in their territory, in YouTube, I want them to have that same respect for me too. All that fighting and disrespecting, I'm not letting nobody disrespect anybody on my panel. I don't care who you are. Okay? That's how we're going to do it, because I want to ask her questions that we spoke about the other day. I was a little upset and, edgy with the brother giving his personal opinions about her because I just did not see her in the way he saw her. I see her as a positive person in our community, and she helps. She helps a lot in the community. She helps women build them up, men to help them with, getting their own businesses and teaching you how to enhance your business, teach you some funky tricks and stuff. So I don't have no smoke for her, man. And I was kind of upset about the way he was speaking about her because I don't give a damn. I like her, and I'm going to continue to watch her channel. She's fun and hilarious. She's funny, and she got a great sense of humor. But outside of her sense of humor, she's very intelligent. She knows her stuff, and that's what I like, a strong woman that knows her shit. For real. For real, for real. So we need people like her in our community. Seriously. Real bad. We need a whole bunch of Michis in every city. And we got one, a Michi in Connecticut. We do. We do. I just wish all the Michis could get together. That would be super, super cool. Does anybody have any smoke for what I showed today? Any smoke? Hit the link. I'll give you a few minutes. I'm going to sit here. Oh, and I'm supposed to be debating either Thursday or Friday. I believe it's going to be on Chief Holiday channel. I'd much rather have it over there because he has control of his own channel. Big Dog Philly OG. Big Dog Philly OG wants to debate me about this government and why we should or should not be voting. So we're going to debate. And, and I'm bragging now because I told him I'm going to beat his ass in this debate. And I love Big Dog Philly OG. That's my nigga. That's my brother. But I'm going to have to spank him. Spank him. I have to beat him down. I'm going to kick his ass, y'all. Politically. I don't know Angela, and I don't study them out there, but I'll ask her about it. I'm going to ask her. I don't know who the woman Angela is, but I'm going to ask her about it. And I'm going to hear her side because all I heard was y'all. So that's y'all personal opinion. Certified Sachi. That don't change my opinion about Michi. I like Michi. She's a bomb. She's a fucking bomb. And she's a lot of fun. She's young and she's a lot of fun. Bottom line. And she's a pretty little thing. Pretty, pretty, pretty. She's so pretty. So I'm waiting for that privilege. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun because she's funny. I think I'm gonna have my niece come on the piano that day because my niece is a lot like her. They're around the same age era. Here come Billy. Hold on, let me put my headphones on because he just want an ass whooping so bad. Let me see. Let me put this on. That damn Philly dog don't jump this little butt up here. What you want, big dog? Big dog, you ready to get a beat now?
Yes, ma'am, Sister Betty. Much love and respect to you, first of all. Always.
Same to you.
Much love and respect to everybody in the chat. It ain't it's gonna happen. It's going down. I normally don't debate, but I know Sister Betty looking for a good debate, and we're gonna keep it informational for the people and respectful. So I'm looking forward to it. Yes, ma'am. Thursday or Friday. We just gotta set the time up. I'm ready.
Yep. It's actually gonna be on Chief Holiday channel, and it's actually me and Philly Dog's first debate. We don't debate.
Yes, ma'am.
We don't, and so it'll be fun for both of us. We probably both look stupid. Right, big dog?
No, ma'am. I'm not coming to look stupid. I'm coming to bring information and factual information to the people about the history of voting and if we should still be voting.
Right. And Chief Holiday and they all gonna clown both of us.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm ready for that. I got thick skin. They're gonna think we too old retarded.
Yes, ma'am. They're gonna tell us to get our old butt down. That's what they're gonna tell us.
They're gonna go to tell us to check out our AARP. They're gonna tell us to check on our AARP. So I'm looking.
But everything you was going in on, Sister Betty, was on point like always. With your title.
Today?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh yeah, that stuff is something else, man. In Georgia, at least they, kept it real. But they did that with all the states, big dog. They surveyed all the Indian land because they pushed them all out, or they ran and left it behind due to war for threats. So they considered the land abandoned when the Indians ran off. So they surveyed it all up and shit, and made them voting districts. It was horrible. Horrible, horrible, man. I'm so glad I wasn't born in those days, big dog. I'm so glad I was not born in those days.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't imagine just being told to get off the land. That's crazy, man, to me. That's crazy. Really crazy. And so now we're pushed in all these damn inner cities. It's crazy how we're stuffed in there. Like, we've been stuffed in the inner cities like sardines forever, man. Seems like. So they illegally deemed our lands that we ran from due to war as abandoned lands. They're not abandoned shit. Y'all terrorized us. Let's keep it real. And our own people in militia outfits with guns making us get out, because they wanted to change shit up the way it was. And our land, they needed us to get the hell out. It was just horrible. I can't imagine living in those times. But the beauty of it is our history follows us. It truly does. Our history follows us. Who we are follows us. We trace back. It does. So, that being said, big dog, you got any closing statements? Because I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all, but please do me a favor. Love y'all, man. Smash the like button.
I'm just going to say, always love and respect, Sister Betty. Don't take this beating personally. Because it's not you I'm going after. It's the corporation. That's all. Much love and
Okay.
respect. I like making people laugh too.
They're gonna tell us to get on the senior citizen train. They're gonna
But
tell
yeah,
us,
much respect to everybody.
right? And much respect to everybody. They're gonna make us go play bingo, big dog.
Yes, man. Tell us to give up go into retirement and leave it alone with the debating. I already know. I'm ready though.
They're gonna beat us down. We'll see. Well, Chief Holiday Buck can't talk about nobody because he's right there in our era, in our exact era. So he can't talk about nobody. So we will rag him back. We will rag him back. Only one who can talk about us.
Sister Betty, I heard you asking about a couple weeks ago. You wanted to debate on Ad Power channel. So I thought about it. I was like, okay, you asked for the smoke last night. Let's do it respectfully, intellectually.
Well, the debate, I forgot what I asked for the smoke for on Ad Power
About
channel.
voting last night. Look at your title last night. Smoke about voting. Look at your title, and that's when I came up.
See, we seen since we forget.
It was a part of your title last night. Yes, ma'am.
We forgetting. So yeah, I don't know. Probably be Friday. I think Friday will be a really good day because it's the last day.
Yes, ma'am. That sounds good. Like I said,
I'll get in touch with Chief, and Friday at 3:00 Eastern.
Friday, 2:30, 3:00 is perfect.
Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get on up out of here. I love y'all.
Yeah. Love you too, Sister Betty. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And don't take this beating personally. It's against the corporation.
Lord. You silly. All right, y'all. Big Dog done came and dropped the bomb on me.
Yes, ma'am. Enjoy your evening, man.
Okay,
it might have been a fart bomb. My bad.
I know. That's what happens, senior citizens. Y'all think he dropping a bomb, but it's really a fart.
Much love, Sister Betty. Enjoy your evening. Much love to everybody in the chat. Grand Rising, man.
Love y'all. Out of here, y'all.
Yeah. Conscious. Matic. Alright, so far away I come from. I sit and wonder about the times that it made sense. But nowadays I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around and keep you stagnant, distraction. So yeah, don't show them no compassion. We was really out here grinding, really rapping, stacking them Franklins, them Grants, and them Jacksons. Imagine if we would've never chased our passion. We probably would've never knew what happened. They was all just talk, we showed action. Once they leave, don't you let them back in. Just pack up all their stuff and send them packing. I'm blacking on anybody thinking they could act up with me. This vibe ain't for free, cause where I'm at in life, I'm only focused on me. Note the self, know yourself, focus on your health. They don't wanna help, then fuck it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then it's no one else. Yeah. Self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Yeah, practice what you preaching, but clearly they not practicing entitlement and pride. Yeah, those two things they factor in. Spiral out of control just from all the bantering. When they accustomed to talking behind your back with all that chattering. I remove myself before I abuse myself. Talk about self-love, but you gotta do it yourself. Yeah, I won't act too good for no help. We all healing now. Said some things about me that ain't true. How you feeling now? Even at my lowest, they tried to find a way to bring me down. Big y'all up for years, ain't talking just the brand or the sound. I don't throw things around, I do it from the heart proud. Mama just wanna see her sunshine, removing them dark clouds.
Yeah. Self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it